We are here and we are blessed to be here amongst each other. My name is Ronnette Turner-Corley. I'm not going to be long, but I am so excited to be sharing something with you that is very, very, very special. Just about 120 days ago, this giant launched. And so just to give you a little background about myself and my husband, we reside in the Sacramento area, Sacramento, California. And we have been entrepreneurs for quite some time, for many, 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 many years. And, you know, we've always wanted to put ourselves in that right place at that right time. I don't know who I'm talking to this afternoon. I have no idea. So I don't know if you're that single mom who has kids and you want more of a life for your kids than what you currently have right now. I don't know if you're that person who maybe money is not your issue. You have the money thing out of the way, but you have no time and you're watching your kids grow up through pictures. And one thing that we know is one of the things that money comes and goes, but one of the things we cannot get back is time. So maybe you're looking for that time freedom, that ability to be able to have more time where you can spend more time on vacation, where you can spend more time with your family, where you can spend more time at that recital or at that ball game instead of at the office or in meetings. Okay, if that is you, pay close attention. If you are that person who are looking for money, you say, listen, Ronnette, I have more month at the end of the month than money. And I need more money in order to be able to increase my life, just to have a quality of life. Pay attention. If you're that person who's looking for that second stream of income because you're either planning for retirement or you're already in retirement and what you have figured out, it's not enough. I am talking to you. I am talking to you. Just about 120 days ago, a little bit before that, my husband and I got a chance to get on a serious phone call. And this phone call changed our lives. It's comparable to Travis Kalanick, who is one of the founders of Uber, or Jeff Bezos, as we already know, founder of Amazon, saying, listen, I'm going to launch these projects and you have the first to be online to hear about what's going to happen and we're going to change the world. That's what happened to us on February the 13th. And the company went into official launch March the 11th. Okay, on that call, there was a gentleman by the name of Holton Buggs. We affectionately call him HB. Holton Buggs in his last company had over 3 million distributors that he was overriding on his team. In addition to that, he is the only person in history, he and his wife, who has created over $100 million in the last 10 years and from a single position. So he is an icon in the industry. He is a legend. And he announced that he was going to start his own network marketing company. I tell you, we got excited because we knew that we finally will be a part of history and can finally say we were definitely at the right place at the right time. So all the work, all the late nights, all the early mornings, everything we've worked for to be here, we are here at this moment. And you know what? So are you. So let me go ahead and bring the presentation up. I'm not going to be long at all. I believe you're going to catch the vision. It's a great opportunity. And we're going to go ahead and share it and we'll go from there. Let's see, making sure you can see my slides. Looks like we're good. Let me bring this up and we'll be ready to go. Okay, so the name of the company is ibuumerang. You're going to find out a lot about this company. You probably never heard of it before. Like I said, it's like being at the beginning of something major that most of us got a chance to witness from the outside, but never had that inside look, right? Now you have a chance to do so. So buckle your seats, take plenty of notes, and we're going to make sure that you have an awesome, awesome ride. Now, what I'm going to do, I have to bring up this disclaimer. Why? Because it's going to be a lot of money I'm going to talk about. It's going to be a lot of, advancement and things you're going to see in terms of opportunity that you can take advantage of. But I will tell you this, ibuumerang does not guarantee any results. Why? Because they don't know how much work you're going to do. They can't assess how much commitment you're going to put towards it, what your marketing skills are. They can't do any of that, how much you're going to be able to learn, or if you're going to stay coachable. But I will tell you this, if you're able to put a puzzle together, and if you're able to follow a simple system that's already numbered and in a box, okay, it's like having that McDonald's system. If you can do that and connect the dots, you too can be successful like thousands of people have been in the last 120 days. Now, If you've ever been a part of network marketing or direct sales, great. If you haven't, well, great. But it's time for this industry to evolve. Why? The entire world has evolved. And in order to stay relevant and current with today's market, you have to evolve or you will become obsolete. That's why today you've seen, many companies that we've known for the years go out of business. Why? Because they didn't stay relevant. It's time for this industry to evolve. Since the old Amway days, it has remained the same. It has had companies to come out with different products, different services, different offers, but guess what? Different color, different name, different product, but pretty much same model. So it's time for this industry to evolve. And we believe we have that answer. What you're going to see now is a first-class consumer experience. For the first time, customers are going to matter. They're going to matter. And because of that, it's creating what we call a perpetual residual income builder. Get used to what we call PRIV. It is a proprietary name that we have taglined or trademarked. The company is trademarked, perpetual residual income builder. And that just means that's just a way for you to get paid over and over and over again. I call it Michael Jackson money. We all know that he's no longer here, but Beat It is still around, right? So that's what you're going to see and what you can create for you and your family. Now, in the old model of network marketing direct sales, this is how the old model, when I say old model, that model still exists today. Customers pay more, okay? And when you say, why does that doesn't sound fair, right? But that's how the model works. And it's not really unfair, it's how business works. Okay, and let me share with you why. Because in a business model of direct sales and network marketing, you have distribution, you have development of a product, you have, a way where the product has to be shipped, it has to be stored, and all these different things that takes place. They have employees, they have buildings and all these in warehouses. And because of all these things that has to take place, they usually have to mark the product up about 10 to 20 times more just to be able to pay the distributors. Why? Because they need enough margins or enough meat on the bones, if you will, to be able to pay the distributors. Now, what typically happens in this model, you go to your friends and family, you ask them to do you a favor, right? And they do it. Why? Because they love you. So it has been that type of model where you ask friends and family to help you out and try your product or service. But this is what happens. Study shows that these customers are now only staying on the product for 79 days. Why? Because they have become more savvy and there are more things out there that shares with them that, hey, you can actually pay less. And now we're in competition with Alibaba, with eBay, with Amazon. And guess what? They can go there and get those things for less, if not the same or comparable product. Right? And so in this model, only the strong recruiters win. Why? Because they have the know-how, they have the ability to know how to be able to bring more people in as people are going out the back door. So very few people do excel in this model, but the mass majority of people have been lost. Are you that person that have struggled because of the fact that, you go to Amazon and there's your product? Guess what? I got news for you. In this new model, that no longer exists. And the new model is only at ibuumerang, okay? We only make money when customers save money. I'm gonna say that again. We only make money when customers save money. It's revolutionary, it's new, it's fresh, and we're changing the way business is done all the way around. Now, how are we gonna bring this vision to the world? Where does it all start? It starts in the industry we all love, respect, and know about, and would like to do more of, and that's travel. Travel is an $8 trillion industry. Studies show that it will be a $20 trillion industry, right? Look at the statistics here. I mean, have you ever seen an empty airport? Think about it. I had no idea this industry was this big. Why? Because I never thought about it. But if you think about it, people travel every single day because they have to or they want to. And so this revenue stream is going somewhere. Somewhere, someone is getting paid on this. We just believe that someone, you can position yourself to get paid, and that someone can be you. In United States, $2.8 billion is spent every single day in travel. That means today, $2.8 billion was spent. Someone got in front of that revenue, okay? $32,000 a second. We believe that can be you. Now, take a look at some of these fun facts. Did you know, how do you book travel today? I know my husband and I, we would book online. Right? You go to what? Expedia, Travelocity, bookings.com, whatever, and book your travel, right? I want you to think about this. Why do you do that today? Because the world has evolved. It's no longer brick and mortar. Who's walking into a travel agency today, right? It's click and order. So there's 3 ways to book travel. The first way is retail, where you go directly to the vendor. If you want to go to Marriott.com, you go to Marriott, right? Now, there's also 90% of people today book online to these aggregate discounted sites. The Expedia, the Travelocity, the Orbitz. But I'm gonna let you in on a dirty little secret that you probably did not know. Did you know only 2 companies monopolize this entire travel industry? Can you believe that? So you've been shopping, but you've been shopping with the same company and didn't know it. And they play what they call the parity and markup game. Parity is where they keep the numbers around each other, a few dollars off here and there, and then they mark them up. Because studies show these are marketing companies. These aren't travel companies. They understand human behavior. And they know that if it looks like a different color, if it has a different name, if it looks like a different site, you will shop around 10 to 20 times just to save $10, $20. Is that amazing? It really tripped me out how we're just a lot of times a pawn in the game. If you take a look at Expedia Group, you see all the companies that they have, and there's many more. For booking holdings, you're probably not familiar with that, but they're called Priceline. They're formerly called Priceline. Look at all the companies, and there's many, many more that they are in control with. So you're not necessarily getting a better deal. Have you ever thought about when you go there and you put your information in one site, then you go to another site and your information is already there? It's because you're shopping with the same company. We've been duped. But once you know better, you can, excuse me, you can do better. You can do better. Now, think about it. Extreme travel, the 3rd way to book travel, only 1% of the population knows about this. Now you can have a member-based behind the curtain pricing that you can only access if you're a member. You have to have a username and password. And our partner company, Extreme Travel, has allowed us to be able to do that. They don't play the parity and markup game. They now pass the savings along to you and I. Let me share with you a little bit about Extreme Travel. Extreme Travel is a 19-year-old travel giant that's well respected in the travel space. They're our foundation. See, even though we just launched about 120 days ago, we're still technically in pre-launch. Extreme Travel is our foundation. High touch without high tech, without high touch is high disaster. This is the high touch. They know how to do travel because they're a host agency and they've been around for many, many, many years. They have the established relationships and they already have done billions of dollars in travel sales. You'll see some of the top awards they've already received. Carnival Cruise Lines, they're part of the Pinnacle Club. Norwegian Cruise Lines, they're part of the President's Club. You'll see over in the corner there, Travel Savers Elite Agency Top 50 Award from 2011 to 2018. Because of what we're doing here now, they're already number 2 in that list. We're gonna make them number 1. That's how this business is exploding. We're gonna put them on the map and make them number 1. So that's just a little bit to give you a little bit of background of who you're dealing with. This is big business, folks. Now, what do you get when you become a member of iBuumerang? You get your own wholesale travel booking platform. But no, we're not playing the parity and markup game. You can now travel like a rock star because you're going to save up to 70% off the retail prices. Is that amazing? Absolutely. Maybe you can travel more now. Maybe you can go to that dream destination or kick that bucket list that you have, because now you can go for much, much less. Now, also, you can earn travel bonuses for referring travel to Extreme Travel. You know any, brides that want to go on a destination wedding? Do you know any church groups looking to go on a convention or even family reunions? Now you can take that referral, pick up the phone, give that information to Extreme Travel. They'll do all the work, but you cash the check. Is that amazing? Absolutely. And in addition to that, now you can enjoy highly discounted exclusive experiences where only members are able to take these trips. Travel with like-minded people all around the world for less, much less in price. And we're talking about 5-star treatment, 5-star resorts. and traveling and living life and doing life like we should anyway. How about now an opportunity to be a travel agent? If you want to, the opportunity's there. It's not necessary, but it's there. And now you have $8 trillion of travel inventory in real time at your fingertips. Let's talk about some of these trips here that we're able to look up. Now, to just show you how our platform works, these are actual trips that were actually compared. You take the New York City, it's a 4.5-star hotel in Times Square on Expedia. It was priced on Expedia for $339. If you were a member of iGo, you would have paid $178. I don't know, I'm just saying. Which would you rather pay? $339, $178. It's $161 savings. Can you believe that? Yes, absolutely. Keeping that in your pocket is great. How about Paris, France? 4-star hotel, Travelocity, $440 for the night on your iGo booking engine. iGo stands for I Go for Less, $130. That's a $310 savings. Now, here's the deal. If you're traveling from the United States, more than likely, you're not going to stay overnight, right? You're going to do a minimum of 7 days just because it takes so long to get there. That's over $2,100 that you kept into your pocket just because you are now a member of iBoomerang and have the iGo site. Now, the nice thing about it, we're comparing apples to apples. This is same room, same hotel, same time frame. And because we're an innovative company that understands evolving is necessary, we are the first travel booking company to accept Bitcoin. Is that amazing? Yes. Now people can put their coins to work when it comes to travel. We also do rental cars. How about New York City top rental car company with rentalcars.com? How many of you have been to rentalcars.com? $392 for this intermediate car. Now, same car, same rental company, but on iGo, $221, $171 savings. I don't know about you, a dollar savings is a dollar earned where I come from. Savings is new earnings, right? How about Punta Cana, Dominican Republic? This 4-star resort. Let me stop here because I used to go to hotels.com to book for my husband and myself. And I would have thought that this all-inclusive resort stay was 4-star. I would have thought that $1,215 for the week was a really good price. But once again, once you know better, you can definitely do better. Because on iGo, that same room, same resort, $712 would have kept me with $503 in my pocket, and you as well. I don't know about you, but that can help with a plane ticket. That can help with some shopping for souvenirs. It can also help with a vacation wardrobe, right? Absolutely. Now, these are some of the reservation confirmations. When you actually book on your site, you will always be emailed a reservation confirmation. There's 3 things that will exist on there. Number 1, how much you paid. So you'll be able to see your discounted price and how much you paid. The other thing you will see, which is amazing, is your reward credits. How many credits you actually earned for the trip. Now, let me say this. Reward credits are like double dipping, right? Think about it. You're going anyway. Right? Now you get a chance to earn reward credits that you can use for future travel. Folks, this is a no-brainer. Now with these reward credits, you can stack them up, or you can actually use some reward credits and some cash combined for your next trip. And in addition to that, it will also always show you the savings. And look at those savings, guys. Those savings are based on the lowest price that was on a public price online, a public site online. So imagine that. That's the lowest price online, and look at how much savings you are saving as a member of iBoomerang. Now, let's explore all of our benefits here so you can see we have a total lifestyle platform where we are leaving nothing out, and you have the ability to really live your best life. So on our site, the core services, you will see hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights, homes, weeks where you can go weeks at a time at a discounted price, marketplace where now you can bid. Also, if you're a timeshare holder, you can now upload your timeshare so that you can put it to work for you, right? So you don't just have to have a timeshare and you're not using it at the time. You can actually put it to work and earn some money. Now, let me touch bases on the flights here. Flights are there for convenience. That's the only thing we can't guarantee savings on. And it's not just us, it's the industry period, it's industry standard, but it's there for convenience. In addition to that, we have seen savings, especially when it comes to international flights. But I will tell you this, they're comparable to all the other websites out there. However, when you book with your flights on your iBoomerang site, you do get reward credits for future travel. So it is a win-win. Let's talk about the additional lifestyle activities. On this platform, you also will have shore excursions, theme parks, outdoor activities, restaurant savings, worldwide tours. Anybody like to play golf? You have it, it's there, okay? And you can take advantage of everything that's there and at a discount. And to add the cherry on the top of the cake, it's all encompassed by a price guarantee. So if you happen to see a lower price, once again, we are the lowest out there, but every now and then there will be a price that slips through the cracks, right? So if that happens on a public site and that price is out there, our company will match what you see out there on the public price. In addition to that, they'll give you 10% the difference in travel credits. Boom. It doesn't get any better than that, right? So this is the opportunity that you're taking a look at. This is a way for you to be able to travel like a rock star and live your best life like you always wanted to. But I'm going to shift gears, because many of you are looking at this and looking, how can I increase my finances? Okay, so up until this point, I talked about how you can benefit as a member, but now we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about how you can increase your income. We have now Uberized the travel industry. Do you boomerang? Absolutely. That's what I'm asking those out there. And if you boomerang, come on Facebook and say, yes, I boomerang, because yes, that's what it's about. The boomerang is not only just our name, it's our philosophy. I want you to think about this. When you throw out a boomerang, what happens? The philosophy of a boomerang, it comes back to you, right? We live in a boomerang environment, right? So think about it. When you throw goodwill out there, goodwill comes back. When I say we're now the Uber of travel, I want you to think about what happened with Uber. Uber, they actually have an app. They have no cars that they own, absolutely do not own a single car, but they have an app where people can actually go there when they want to be able to participate in the transportation environment, and they can pick, they can select where they want to go and go from point A to point B and travel to that destination for less, right? But guess what? It's free for them to try the app, and also free for them to keep. What if I told you we're doing that with travel? Now you can give a boomerang away. A boomerang is a proprietary name that we have given our customer sites. Now let me show you how it works. Now you can give 50% of your savings to your friends and family. You throw that out there to your friends and family, and now they can save up to 50%. So instead of saving up to 70%, they save up to 35%. Which is amazing, because they're going to be able to have highly discounted rates compared to what they find on the public sites. But this is what happens. You threw out goodwill to them, but goodwill came back to you in the form of cash. When they save, 50% of those savings comes back to you in the compensation plan. And there's no limit on the amount of earnings that you can earn on that. And we have the exclusive, folks. There's no other company that can give savings back in cash. Is that incredible? Absolutely incredible. We absolutely love this operation. It is changing the way people are, changing the way companies are doing business. They're taking a look at what we're doing. Why? Because the more money a person saves, the more we make. Now, let me show you how this actually works. So you have two sites here. You have a member site and you have a customer site. Now, each person has an exclusive site of their own. This is what happens. On your site, you'll see it was a 70%, actually a 70% off trip. It's an all-inclusive Playa del Carmen, beautiful 4.5-star resort. If you were to go to the public price, you'll see it's $4,867. That's some of the sites that are out there, right? Now, how much would you pay if you were a member of iBoomerang? You're absolutely right. your price would be, and that's with tax, $1,467, saving you almost $3,400. Is that amazing? Yes, it is. I don't know about you, but putting $3,500, $3,400 in my pocket, as opposed to giving it to some public site like Expedia or Orbitz or Travelocity, I'll take that every day, all day. Now, think about this. Your customers have access to the same trips on their site, but it's just 50% less. So if you look at the customer site, it's 35%. The public price is the same. That doesn't change, $4,867. But your customer will pay $3,168.50, saving them almost $1,700. Now, are they excited? They are ecstatic. Why? Because, see, I want you to understand. Number one, this site is free to them. They paid nothing for it. It's free for them to try and free for them to keep. All you did was give them a free site. They went to that site, was going to go on a trip anyway. There's no selling here. They're going on a trip anyway. And what happens is they see the public price, they book on the site, and then realize that based on them going on their own site, they saved almost $1,700. They are excited. You are their new best friend, and their next child will be named after you, right? They're excited. Take a look at what happens in this process. You throw out a boomerang. Your customer saves $1,699.50. Boom, what happens to you? A travel savings bonus comes back to you in the form of cash of $849.75. So 50% comes directly back to you. And then what happens? 50% of the other half goes, 35% goes into the comp plan, 15% goes to the company. So in this dynamics, there are three things that happen. It's called a win, win, and another win. The customer saved, you got commissioned and earned income, and so did the company. Folks, game changer. And this is so revolutionary. And we will be that $50 billion corporation. We are on track to do some big things. So I hope you're really getting this. Now, as we wrap things up, let's talk about the customer acquisition model. We're going to keep this very conservative, but I want you to really understand the concept. You're giving away access for customers who travel anyway to be able to travel for less, and you're giving away access to a website for free, okay, that they can use 24 hours, 7 days a week with real-time travel. Now, do you think you know 10 people who want to go on a trip or desire to go on a trip, whether it's a staycation or a vacation? They take one trip per year. Let's just say they saved $600 for the entire year, okay? That's $6,000 in total savings. Now, they saved a total of $6,000 for all your 10 customers. But what happened to you as a result of that? Boom, 50% came back to you. That's $3,000 in the form of cash. What would it take today for you right now to earn an additional $3,000? Maybe some overtime, maybe a new job title, which comes new responsibilities, maybe more time at the office, which means that less time away from the family. I want you to understand, how long did it take you to give 10 people 10 sites that they can operate for free anytime they chose to travel? Incredible. Are you getting it? Now, if you want to make more money, increase the numbers. What if it took you a year to get 100 customers? The metrics are the same. Total savings of $60,000. Now you're up to $30,000 in income. That's a 5-figure annual income in addition to what you're currently doing. I want you to really get this. That could help someone own a home instead of renting. That could be the reason someone upgrades their car. That could be some additional retirement income. That can make the difference from a child going to the college that they have to instead of the college of their dreams. Okay, that can make that difference for them to be able to go to the college of their dreams. So imagine that. And what did you do? You just gave away more sites. Are you getting this? You gave away more sites. Now, if you wanted to really get into this and look at a 5-year goal, If you can get 1,000 customers in 5 years, that's 100 customers that you get. Let's think about it. That's 100 customers or 200 customers that you get for the year for the next 5 years. And that will generate $300,000. That's somebody, this is our aggressive model. Somebody sees this and say, listen, I want to go for that. Why? Because 5 years are going to come and go anyway. You might as well put yourself in the way to win. Someone's going to get this site. Remember, $8 trillion of travel. You might as well put yourself in a position to be that point person, that the person around you, instead of going to Expedia, they're now going to their own site because you gave them access. Now, up until this point, I only talked about ways where you can actually get customers without recruiting. Did you hear anything about recruiting? Absolutely not. I'm going to shift gears here, okay? Because the biggest form of leverage is being able to leverage through the efforts of other people. McDonald's is the corporation it is today because of all the outlets they have. They outproduce the best hamburger out there because they have more outlets. So what if you were a person who wanted to expand your business through recruiting? You really don't have to, but what if you did? Let's say you told 2 people, and those 2 people told a few people, and now you have a small team of 50. And we taught all those 50 people to get 10 customers, everybody doing a little bit, but creating a lot. That means now you have 500 customers that you're now getting paid on that you don't know. Is it safe to say you know a few people that know people that you don't know? Absolutely. That travel. The metrics remain the same, but now you're overriding 500 customers, which equates to $20,000, over $20,000 in income for you because you shared it with a few people. Now you have more outlets out there and your income is expanding because it's touching more people. Now, same model here. If you want to grow this side of the income, just increase your numbers. Now you have a team of 250 people. That's a 6-figure income. Do you think a team, if you've been in network marketing and direct sales before, I know you can recognize you have never seen these type of numbers with a very small team. I haven't as well. Now you're looking at as $103,000 for the year in income for a team of 250 people. And if that team went to 1,000 and everybody got 10 customers, that's 10,000 customers total. That's $414,000 of income that you could be in position to earn should you build a team of 1,000 people. Once again, this is pretty aggressive, but it's doable. In 120 days, we already have people who have over 1,000 people on their team. What's going to happen in 2, 3, 5 years? So that's how that works. Now, up until that point, I talked all about customers. Let's talk about actually building a business. You'll see here we have something called a direct sales bonus. We have 3 different optional packages that a person can get started. They can get started at the coach class, the business of the first class, and you can earn anywhere from $20 to $80 per person as you enroll a person into business one time per person. This is weekly income. Okay. The other weekly income is the dual team bonus. This is why positioning yourself today is so important. Why? Because there's only 2 legs of business to build, a right and a left and a right. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that you would have 2 teams, but guess what? The person who introduced you has 2 teams of people too, a right and a left. So everyone's falling in these positions, and you can put yourself in a position to get in the way of all the volume that's being generated because momentum is very high. So imagine this. How this works is at the end of the week, all the sales volume that goes in this dual team bonus, the computer is going to look at the right and look at the left and see which side has generated the least amount. They're going to take that least amount and they will bonus you anywhere from 10 to 20%, depending on where you got started. Okay. And sorry, but there is a maximum. We had to put a cap on this. iBoomerang had to do that. And so with this dual team bonus, it maxes out at $250,000 per week. Sorry, I don't know, maybe $1 million a month in the dual team bonus is not enough for you, but we had to put a cap on it. But it's good to know that it is $250,000 per week. Now, what does it take to get started with iBoomerang? Well, everyone starts at standby. Standby is like the entry into iBoomerang Air, okay, if you will. If you've all been at the airport before, and if you've ever flown standby, you know that you are waiting to get on the plane. You're positioned to get on, but you're not on yet. So what do you get for standby? $49.95. It gets you 1 boomerang customer site. It gets you 5 boomerangs to send. You get 25% of referral commissions where you can refer groups. You get an I Decide international presentation that you can now send out to your prospects, and they can actually see a presentation, a professional presentation, and see what you're doing. And you get an online management system to track everything. Now, it's also $49.95 a month because you are considered a travel savings ambassador, because you are in position to earn income. But I will tell you this, if you're really looking to change your life, if you're really looking to do something different, if you're really knowing that we're pretty much done almost, we have 6 months left, a little bit less than 6 months going into the year 2020, something has to change. You want to make sure you secure your seat on iBoomerang Air and get either the coach class, the business class, or the first class. On your iGo platform, the booking engine on coach class, your member iGo booking platform will have hotels, flights, and rent-a-cars available for you. For business class, because it is a bump up, not only do they add everything that comes in coach class, but they add cruises to that. And we all know that first class is the best class. If you've ever flown first class, you know that it is the best on the plane. Now, they add everything from business class on the iGo, but you also get the homes, the weeks, the marketplace, the lifestyle, the timeshare. You get absolutely everything on the platform. Let's talk about the boomerangs. For coach class, you start off at 10 boomerangs. For business class, 25. For first class, 50. Now, here's how it works. For coach, it's 50% travel savings bonus on hotels, rental-cars, and cruises. So if your customers book hotel, rental-car, and cruises, you earn 50% of the 50%. How does that work, Ronnette? Well, remember I said we earn 50% travel savings bonus of however much our customers save. So let's say our customers saved $1,000. Now, $500 will normally be the travel savings bonus that comes back. But at coach class, it's 50% of that. So for you, if you're a coach class, you will be $250 in that bonus, okay? For business class, it's 100% of the travel savings bonus on hotels, rent-a-cars, and cruises, meaning you will get the entire $500 after they saved $1,000. And for first class, it's travel savings bonuses on everything that's eligible on the travel side and activities. It's everything that your customer books, right? Absolutely everything. In that dual team, the weekly income, you can position yourself to get paid 10% on coach, 12% on business class. For a very limited time, it's 20% on first class. It's 15% normally, but they have something called Limited Founders Club promotion for 20%. So now you can give yourself a raise just for being in a position to be called a founder, because you're helping the company go to the next level. It's not going to be around forever. Get yourself positioned as a founder as soon as possible. Believe me, it will have tons of benefits that come along with that. Now, last but not least, for the luxury experiences, on coach class, you have general release, you have business class 1 week, and 2 weeks for first class. Those are those member-only trips that we take throughout the year, right? So if you're first class, you're going to have 2 weeks advance notice to be able to book your rooms, and the best rooms usually go first. Business class will be 1 week in advance, and coach class will be general release. Now, here's what happened. Lots of times it won't even get to general release because they sell out quick. The coach class is $250 one time. Business class is $500 one time, and $1,000 one time for first class. All of them have a $99.95 monthly subscription fee after you enroll the following month. Why? Guys, this is a business. Based on what you know today about Uber and them being a $100 billion company, if you had the opportunity where now you were getting paid every time someone accessed that app and they were going from point A to point B, and you got paid 50%, let's say the trip was $20 and they paid you $10. Every time a person did that and you were able to increase your income and you made thousands of dollars per month, do you think it would be worth paying $99.95 per month just to make sure that you're activated to be in business? Absolutely. You have a 24-hour, 7 days a week access to real-time travel, just like the big boys. In addition to that, your customers will always be free. Why? Because you pay the $99.95 per month, so all of your customers, whether it's 1 or 1,000, will be free at all times. In addition to that, when Extreme Travel takes care of your customers, someone has to pay for that. And guess who does? We all pay a little bit so that we can have a big opportunity, $99.95. Okay, so get back to the person who invited you to take a look at this. And you, from this point forward, can never say that you've never been at the right place at the right time. I want you to think about this. When Uber came into existence, who would have thought they would be a $100 billion corporation today? You know who thought they would be? The ones who had the vision, the ones who can see it, the ones who thought outside the box. Well, Uber has already laid that groundwork. So has Airbnb. They don't own a single hotel and they have more room stays around the world. Guess what? We don't own any cruises. We don't own any hotels. We don't own any rental car agencies. We don't own anything. All we do is give people access for free. And when they book on something they're going to do anyway, they save money. And the more they save, the more we make. Put yourself finally in a position for your family to win. Okay? Put yourself in that position. Many of you have been looking for something, have been struggling, have been building things, have had products, have had a lot of different things to try to put yourself in that position. And now it's finally here. And we have the proof to show that it's working. Since 120 days, the company has paid out over $9 million in commissions. We're in over 130 countries operating, and we have over 100,000, yes, 100,000 sites already activated between customers and travel savings ambassadors, and actually more customers than TSAs. So we have a track record that is proving that what we're doing is working. It's just about now, if you're going to take a look and position yourself today and decide to be a part of it, or years from now, say, I wish I had have. Don't do that to yourself. Get positioned today. This thing is moving and it's moving fast. Take flight with us. We have already reserved your seat. Now it's time for you to just select which seat you want. Coach, business class, or first class. My name is Ronnette Turner Corley. It's been an extreme pleasure to be able to share this information with you. And I will see you, if not at the bank, on the beaches of the world. Have a great evening, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye now.